Chapter 5. The Magic Potion. Prior Lawrence was planting herbs in his garden when Juliet arrived. "Oh, Friar, please help me," she begged. "My father says I have to marry Count Paris on Thursday." "But you cannot," said the prior. "You have to help." Juliet was desperate. "I'd rather die than marry Paris. Is there anything you can do?" The prior thought for a while. "Well," he said finally, "there's one thing that might work." "What is it?" "I will give you a magic herbal potion," the prior said. "When you drink it, you will go into a coma. Your body will be cold, and it will look as if you are dead. But really, you will just be in a very deep sleep, which will last for 2 days. How will that help?" "Drink the potion tonight. In the morning your parents will find you, and they think you are dead. They will put your body in the Capulet family tomb when they arrange your funeral." "Then what?" asked Juliet. "I will send a messenger to Mantua to tell Romeo the plan," the prior went on. "2 nights from now you will wake up. Romeo can come to Verona to rescue you, and you can run away together." "I will do it," said Juliet bravely. She held the bottle in a trembling hand. "Thank you, Prior Lawrence." Clutching the potion tightly, she turned and ran home. Back at the Capulet mansion, Juliet went to talk to her parents. "I'm sorry I was rude to you," she said sweetly. "I was upset about Tybalt. Of course I will marry Count Paris on Thursday." "Good girl," said her mother. "We knew you would see sense. He is such a nice man." That night Juliet sat on her bed. Carefully she uncorked the bottle Prior Lawrence had given her and drank every last drop of the bitter potion. "I hope this works." A few moments later she fell into a deep, deep sleep. Chapter 6. Romeo Returns. It was just as the prior had promised. The next morning Juliet's nurse found her cold body lying on the bed and screamed, "She is dead! Juliet is dead!" "There will be no wedding for my daughter," said old Capulet, trying to hold back his tears. "Instead, we must prepare for a funeral. Carry her body to the family tomb." Meanwhile, Prior Lawrence wrote a letter to Romeo, explaining everything. He sealed up the letter and gave it to his friend Prior John to deliver. "This letter must reach Romeo tomorrow. Hurry to Mantua. I will leave now." But the news spread fast. Soon, people for miles around had heard about Juliet's death. In Mantua, a servant told Romeo that Capulet's daughter had died. "No, oh Juliet, my Juliet." "I will go back to Verona and find Juliet in the tomb," Romeo sobbed. "Then I will lie beside her and drink poison, so I die too. That way we can be together." Romeo went to find an apothecary. "I need the strongest poison you have," he said. "You can't buy poison in Mantua. It's against the law," the man told him. But Romeo saw he was poor and offered him 40 gold coins. The apothecary quickly handed over a tiny bottle. "1 sip of this could kill 20 men. Be careful." Romeo put the poison in his bag and headed for Verona, as fast as his horse could carry him. By the time Prior John arrived in Mantua, Romeo had already left. So the prior set off back to Verona without delivering the letter. Late that night, Romeo arrived in Verona. He crept to the Capulet's house and found the entrance to the tomb. But someone else was already there, Count Paris. "What are you doing here, Montague?" demanded Count Paris. "Juliet is dead because of you. You killed her cousin Tybalt, and she died of grief." "That's not true," Romeo cried. "I loved her more than you did." "You are trespassing," snapped the Count, drawing his dagger. "Get out." He lunged at Romeo. Romeo drew his dagger too and fought back. Count Paris gasped and fell to his knees, dying. Romeo stepped over the body and went to find Juliet. She was lying inside, as cold as the stone beneath her. Romeo took her hand and wept as he kissed her cheek. She still looks so beautiful, almost as if she is not dead at all. Back at Prior Lawrence's house, Prior John had returned. "I went to Mantua, but I couldn't deliver the message," he announced. Romeo wasn't there. Prior Lawrence felt sick. "But Juliet will wake up alone in the tomb," he said. "I must rescue her." And he rushed from his house, heading for the Capulet tomb. In the tomb, Romeo took out his bottle of poison. He drank it all, lay down beside Juliet, and kissed her one last time. "Thus with a kiss I die." The poison worked past. In a few moments, Romeo lay still. Not long after that, Juliet awoke. She rubbed her eyes and sat up. "Where am I?" she wondered.